I just put the last bolt in the McCormick Deering grain binder. I still have two things mainly on the truck to supply, but I'll deliver the binder and then supply them with them later. And I still have two grain binder canvases to make. So there's actually a piece that goes right here out to here, and then two connecting rods where your 4-horse hitch goes, your 3-horse hitch goes. Like I say, I will supply those later. But the binder came in here without a truck, so I supplied the wheels and the frame. He had the A-frame, obviously everything red there. I make here. I reinforced the. That's a real weak point on binder trucks, is the holes here get really worn. And because of the mower parts I put together, sometimes I have a plethora of old lock collars off of 1-inch bearings. So I just cut them in half and weld them on there. You can't really make them really tight because then it locks up, but you can get them fairly snug. I also build up the axles for the wheels, so they're pretty tight. The wheels are actually pretty good too. The other thing we did, I kind of cheated on the galvanized platform. Because the canvases were on when I got the binder, I wasn't sure how good the platform was, and neither was the customer. But I went ahead and I cheated in the fact that 2 years ago when grain binders were bringing $25,000 and $3,000, I actually had a grain binder that I put a platform on. And since that time, unfortunately, the bottom absolutely fell out of grain binders. So good grain binders right now are bringing $600 and $700. So I actually took that platform and frame off of that binder and put on this binder. So this is a new platform. It's just been sitting out in the weather for a year, but it's galvanized. It's in good shape. You know, there's no reason not to use it. Obviously, we have a new board here in the back. The big mechanical thing was, and I did a video on that, replacing that drive sprocket in there. The other thing, if you remember, this binder had basically a bent piece there. So I took that out and straightened that all up and straightened all this tin work up here. I wasn't tasked to do anything with the knotter, so I didn't. The other interesting thing, it also has new reel slats, new reel arms, and with this type of piece here for the reel arms and not the cast, it's very important to make these because that was just a horrible design. They're always broken, they're always bent, and this just adds stability all the way around to the arms. So basically you have a hole here supporting it, and then you have this supporting it, and those right there are your anchor points. This right here is just kind of there, quite honestly. But without these arms will wave up and down eventually. If they may not do it this year, but in the years to come it'll do it. And again, the other interesting thing about this binder, it actually has mower guards on, the 218 mower guards that we use on hay mowers. So it has those, and it has regular mower sections. So what's different is typically the knife back is on top of the section, and there's no back edge to the section. So it you know, the customer said it worked okay. I got it here, and because I had to take it all apart to put the platform on, I just saw problem after problem after problem. You know, it wasn't in line. Basically what was cutting was the aggressiveness of the teeth. So I actually really bushed it up, got it into a good cutting plane, and it just shows it can be done. Now one thing, the guards take 7/16 bolts, but the frame takes 3/8 bolts, so you kind of made a compromise. You have to drill out the frame or use 3/8 bolts and just accept the fact that they're not going to fit really well with the guards. I mean, they're going to hold pressure against the guards, and that's okay. And he's been using it that way. So we just went with the 3/8 bolts. But yeah, this is actually, like I say, more guards, more nice, but the back is on the back side. And when you do that, you probably, and I didn't look at this at the time, but usually, no, they didn't. I was gonna say, the guards we started out with before I found a guard that really fit, you actually had to offset the knife back from the head. So the knife back, or the knife head was here, you actually had to bring the knife head or the knife back out here and then weld them together. So you actually had to offset them. That's the only way that it worked. Now with these guards, he didn't appear to have to do that. Now I did have to play with the cap to change that a little bit, because these guards actually put the knife higher than originally, so this had to be changed to accommodate that height, or else you would have got bunching in there. The other thing that I coulda, maybe shoulda did, these aren't real good. The thing is, the pressure is going this way, and there's cracks on both ends here. So as long as the pressure is going that way and there's no problems, it should be all right. But they're it's one of the things that it takes a half hour to change if he has to change it. It's just money I didn't want to spend of his. So that's it. Yeah, 2 more parts to make, but it's getting delivered. Actually, 2 more parts and 2 more canvases, and it's ready to go home. But again, I'll take it home, and he won't use it till July, 1st of July, 2nd of July. So I have months and months to make those. So that's what's going on. The binder is officially done. I did not figure up a cost. It's not cheap though. That canvas, that galvanized alone, is right around $100. When I take a binder down that far, I get about $450 with labor, and I'm supplying everything but the A-frame on the truck. That sprocket back there that I replaced, that's about $120 now, I think. I'm not sure, I don't know the updated price. So yeah, it's not cheap, especially for what binders are going for now. But these guys, it's the devil you own versus the devil you don't know when you buy another one. So he could buy another binder, yeah, but he may have issues that you can't see. And in fact, most of the binders I saw this year have issues of some kind. So that's it.